Hello and welcome. I'm Midnight Moth Soul Data. Namaste. Um, I do apologize. I'm in another place. I just moved to North Carolina and with my fiance, and so I'm in a different area, different location. So I apologize if the light behind me is too much or is really bright. I'll look at it after this. But I wanted to say another topic: women. I want to know, and men, the differences and the similarities between men and women. First of all, the first thing that I want to say, the first thing and the most important thing is, why are women going out with really bad guys? Why do women go out with really bad guys? Why do women let themselves be controlled by a guy? Why do women let themselves be defined based on a guy's definition of you? Why do women end up wanting to be with a guy who abuses them? Why? And that's a question that I don't understand, and I don't understand why that is. Maybe you women can explain to me, but here's my explanation of why women should feel honored and respected for being a woman. You should feel honored and respected because the main thing, we women are amazing creatures. Amazing creatures. We women, we, one half of the entire human population, is the only gender that can give birth to the future of our species. Let me go back and say that again. One half, one gender of the entire human species is the only gender that gives birth to the future of the human species. Think about that. Let that sink in. Really sink in deep below you. That's right. Exactly. One half. We women should be honored and respected. We have to deal with the growth of a fetus that is taking all of our blood. We have to deal with the changes within our body and our body structure. We have to deal with the fact that this new life form, this new being, is feeding off of our blood. We have to deal with the fact that this life form is a new species, is a new member of the human species. We have to live there. We have to eat 2 to 10 times as much as what we normally eat just to feed this little hungry thing that is feeding off of your blood. And we have to deal that for 9 months. 9 months. And then when we give birth, sometimes it's painful and sometimes it's an easy birth. But for those that are painful, wow. Not only that, but there are hormonal changes. Not only that, but there are physical, biological changes. Not only that, but there are mood changes. Not only that, but there are all around the entire energy vibrational field changes because of a new life that is coming into being. And when we give birth, you're not only giving birth to a baby, you're not only giving birth to your son or your daughter, you're giving birth to a new member of the human species. You're giving birth to the new member, the new future, the future of the human species. That is amazing. And I don't know why women can tend to want to be with an abusive man who does not respect her for being who and what she is, not only as a woman, but as a member of the human species, as a person, as a human being. I don't understand why men are abusive and want to hurt and take that and bring that strength and that power of womanly strength and power down and abuse it and try to own it and try to control it. You don't control, you don't use, and you don't abuse something who is going to be the mother of your child. And you women should be honored and respected for what you do, for what we do. We not only do we give birth to the child, but we are the first ones, because we have breasts, we have the ability to feed our child the necessary milk, the necessary foodstuffs, the necessary antibodies that that child needs in order to live and survive in this world to begin with. Can you imagine that? A new life form that we created, we held for 9 months in our belly, and then we give birth to it, and that is the future of this human species. The future. All of the futures and all of the children. That's why children are so important. Because they grow up and they live and they learn and they become the future. 1940s, 1800s, 1700s, 1000, 1200, whatever. We, right now, are the future of the past. We are the future of the human species. These children, are going to become and are the future of the human species. That means that if you raise them right, if you take care of them, if you love them, if you believe in them, if you not tell them all these labels and not tell them all these things of what they can and they cannot do in terms of what they should and should be and what they should think and what they should believe, if you don't put all of that crap onto them, they become amazing people. Absolutely amazing people, and they are the ones who will change the world. Well, not only the fact that we humans, as we are right now, will change the world based on the fact that we want to change the world, but the fact that our future children will continue to change the world, are supposed to change the world. And evolution, it's easy, it's very simple. Look into evolution and you'll see changes and transformations throughout the entire species of every single species you can imagine. There are changes they've gone through, physical changes, metamorphic changes, hormonal changes, and biological changes. The physically look different, the shape looks different, the behavior looks different, the attitude is different, the way that they feed and the way that they get food and the way that they die and everything, it all changes based through thousands, hundreds of thousands of millions of years. But the changes are there. After millions of years, after hundreds of thousands of years, the changes are there. Every future child of every offspring of every species has a little change to them that ultimately gradually makes them even more and more and more and more different than what they were hundreds of thousands of years ago. These changes are due to the climate, but also due to what's successful for them to live in. What's successful for us humans to live in now is to love and take care of people, to love and take care of ourselves, and to love and take care of other people, and to love and believe in other people. But the changes of the evolution makes it so that species is completely different than what it was thousands of years ago. And that means the future or the offspring, every single offspring, all these little changes make it a difference to a positive, more successful look or behavior, so that the plant or the animal or whatever species it is can succeed and live. That is what we are doing. We have a little bit more higher ability because we can change our behavior attitudes to whatever we want based on not the environment but ourselves, and I'll go through that later in another topic. But the fact that we and women give birth to this future of hundreds of thousands of years in the future, we are giving birth to that future. We are literally giving birth to that future. That is amazing, mind-blowing. Think about it. Now, what I want to know and understand, or maybe I don't really want to know or understand it, but more than the fact that women should know and understand, they should not be enclosed and kept held as a creature to be controlled and used and abused and punched and said, "You're not good without me, bitch," or whatever stuff like that, blah, 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 blah. The women should not be free to live their own lives, to determine for themselves what they want to be, to determine how they should live for themselves, to determine for themselves what they want to do in their lives. Women should not be abused. We are the mother of your children, men. We are the mother and the husband, the mother of your children. Why are you hurting and harming your very wife, the very woman who gave birth to your children? And that is the most important instinctual thing for a guy, is to realize and to know and understand that the child is the most important thing in a family, and to take care of the child by being able to take care, but also loving and taking care of your wife, the very one that gave birth to your future. It is an instinctual thing to want to find a woman, a female, that works for them, that helps each other, and to mate in order for the new future of the species. Most of the time, women have the power of choice. They choose. It's not the men, it's the women that mostly chooses their mate. The men fight and, compete and whatever in order to look and appear strong, mentally, emotionally, physically strong, capable. And the women thinks, "Oh, well, that man is strong enough and capable enough to take care of me and our children. That woman, that guy, that man, the children that we bear will be strong, will be powerful, will be competent, will be smart, will be wise enough to deal with the hectics of life and deal with the future and be the future that is needed for our species." Women choose their mates. Men compete to show their strength, and it's kind of like an entertainment play in a sense for women to see that and to decide for themselves who they want to be their mate, to help bring forth new life together. That is why women have an incredibly massive amount of power. Yeah, in a sense, when a woman ends up having a child, or when a woman decides the guy, then the guy ends up wanting to take care of the woman. A good guy wants to help take care of the woman, wants to help love the woman and cherish the woman. Why? men want to control that, to have power over that, to want to use that to say, oh, you're nothing without me, you can't do anything on your own without me, blah, 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 crap like that. That's pure BS. That's pure bullshit. A woman has the power of choice. She has to be choosy in who their mate is. If they're not, then their children aren't as strong or are capable enough to be a strong future of the human species. It lowers the value, not the value, but it lowers the possibility of a stronger and stronger and stronger future. That's why women should be cherished, should be loved, should be honored. I don't understand why women don't want to do that and want to be with guys who are abusive and mean, because that doesn't help the love. If there is no true love, there is no true good children, and the children are not going to be very compatible, are not going to be very successful, in the fact that the parents are not going to help the child, and the love is not going to be shown, so the children are not going to see that love and know what that love is or what it means. Now on to my next topic. Why are guys aggressive? Why are guys so aggressive and want to show off all of their muscles and want to be so aggressive and fight and compete and hurt and like really kill and destroy and maim and do all that evil, ugly stuff? In reality, a woman does not, a real woman would not want an incredibly aggressive man. Why? Because she's afraid he's going to rape her. She's afraid he's going to use that aggression on her. She's afraid he's going to abuse and hit and hurt her. Why would a guy ever possibly want to be that aggressive? That is the reason why, you guys, that is the reason why you men, stop being so aggressive. Stop being so cruel. Stop being so mean. Stop being so abusive. And stop being so like trying to be all He-Man blah blah bullshit. We women don't want a man who's going to have the power to hurt them and hurt them and hurt them and abuse them and take control of them. Strong women do not want that. They don't want a man who has the ability to rape them, who has the mentality to want to rape and control and abuse her. No. And one more aspect is that women, he's your man. A good man loves you, takes care of you, wants to hang out with you as opposed to hanging out with the guys, wants to cherish you, wants to love and wants to take care of you and any future children. Take care of him back. Love him. Take care of him. Say, I love you. Say it to each other, I love you. I want to help you. I want to heal you. I want to take care of you. I want to do everything I can for you. Say it to each other. Because in reality, in this world, the real aspect, I believe, is that both men and women choose each other. Both men say, hey, I want that woman. I like that woman. I want to try and see if I can convince that woman to be with me. A woman does the exact same thing. A woman says, oh, I like that man. I actually like that man. I want that man to be with me and to love me and cherish me and take care of me. I want that man. And so both sides actually go for their potential mate. Both sides do it. That's why women actually fight, because they're competing their womanly wiles and they're amongst each other to get the best potential mates and to look the best. to be the best, to think smart and be wise, so that they can find the best potential mate they can find in a man who is not aggressive, who does not fight, does not kill and hurt and abuse. And a man generally would want to find a woman who is nice, who is kind, who is gracious, who cares about other people, who thinks about other people, who is a little selfless because you have to want to have be able to live, but it's mostly selfless to take care of, because if a woman doesn't want to take care, how can the woman want to take care of their children? So both sides actually decide the mate that they want, the potential mate and the mate that they want to have and hold on to. But women should be respected and honored, not being abused, not being hurt, not being taken control of or used. Women, think. Do you really, really, honestly, deep down want a man who hurts you? Why? I don't understand. Why would you want that? Why would you want to be abused, to be hurt all the time? Men, take care of your woman. Take care of your lady, love. She is the mother of your child, the potential mother, and is the mother of your child. Take care of your love. And both of you together create the most beautiful love. If you choose each other, take care of each other, love each other, want to help each other, want to be around each other, be the best companions, be the best lovers, be the best friends each other will ever find in anyone, that is true love. I hope you all will find and can find and have your true love. Blessed be, and namaste.